Hey fam, hey, welcome back to my channel. Y'all, it's been a minute. Oh my gosh, I did not even realize how long it had been, but let me just tell you, there has been a lot going on. I have moved into a new home. I am still in the throes of planning my wedding, work, all those things. So please forgive that I've been away so long, but I am back and just in time for 90 Day Fiance, the other way. That's right, y'all. We are starting our dive into 90 Day Fiance, and they just started a new season last weekend. This past weekend, they started 90 Day Fiance, the other way. I'm actually really excited to talk about this show. I did not think I would be, but this season is very interesting and I think pretty different from any other 90 Day the Other Way that they have had up until now. So y'all sit back, relax. Thank you for coming back. If you are rejoining, if you are new here, please go ahead and join the family. Normally on this channel, we are talking about sister wives, and I will get back into some of that commentary because there have been some things that have been happening, some tea that has been spilled, some other children coming out with Patreons and YouTubes. Ooh, it's a lot been going on. But today we're going to talk about 90 Day Fiance the other way. Join me after the jingle. She said that she is 40 going on 20 because of the way she looks. And the way she was looking when she went to check the mail, she is like 40 going on 12. I mean, this girl came out the house wearing a tutu, and I think she has some sparkle stuff in her hair. Listen, I am all about glitter, so I say do you, wear what you feel good in. But she is just living her best life as kind of an outer 40-year-old, but inside she's 12, and so she dresses like it. So she prances out of the house in a tutu with a flower crown, and then I think she changes into a unicorn onesie at some point, and then she comes out and she's in a black gala sparkle gown. Girl, change costumes, do your thing. Okay, she met Jamie on an international site. She is in her first relationship with a woman. Now, she has also not come out. The woman that she's meeting has not come out yet. Okay. Now, this relationship has also been on the phone only. She has never met in person and has decided that she is going to move to Colombia and be married 9 days after she arrives. So to get prepared to go to Colombia, she is having a garage sale. Her children come over. I wasn't sure if it was a brother and a sister or, who that was. But they come over and talk to her, and they are, of course, like most people, worried about their mom going off to a whole nother country and meeting some woman she's never seen in person and then marrying her in 9 days. She does express that the girl in Colombia, the woman in Colombia, almost died of COVID. She almost lost her. And she just really feels like she is supposed to be there to be with her. And her kids say, well, what if you don't like her? What if you don't like the way she sleeps? What if she snores? What if she fights in her sleep? Like, you just don't know, and it's kind of like I wondered to myself, where's the Catfish crew? Remember that show Catfish on MTV? Shout out. Remember that? I was like, where's that crew? Because I think they need to maybe be in on this trip to Colombia. We'll come back to them, though. We will. Then we switch over to a black and white nostalgic New York underscored by some wonderful jazz, which then turns into color, energetic horns, beeping horns, fire trucks, and all that kind of stuff. I used to live in New York City, and let me tell you, there is never a really quiet moment in New York City. It is truly the city that never sleeps. I think the quietest time in New York is probably between maybe 4 and 6 in the morning, and that is because people are at home showering, eating, and getting ready to go back out and go to work and all that stuff. So as an artist, I really appreciated the way that they kind of introduced this young woman who has spent her 20s in the Big Apple. And she's now there. She's been there for a while, but she's wanting to leave the hustle and the bustle and the rats. Y'all, if you have been to New York lately, the rats have taken over. Okay. Now, her man is 10 years younger Okay, so we're talking about Danielle. He is 10 years younger than Danielle. And let me tell you, he is about 9 feet tall and from the Dominican Republic. That boy is tall, but she's also very tiny. And he is beautiful to look at. I mean, I can see why she saw him and was like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, sir. Because he is beautiful. But she says, I hope he doesn't break my heart. Or maybe I said that because he was so cute. Maybe I said, I hope he don't break my heart. I don't know. Johan is a Christian and she believes in spirituality. And also, he just assumes that she's going to pay for everything, right? So anytime he ate or anytime they went somewhere, he just expected that her wallet was going to come out. And she was really frustrated at the fact that he ate $200 worth of peanuts from the minibar. Y'all, with that right there, he just broke my heart. He just broke my heart. I can't be with Johan. When you think I'm always take my wallet out and you eat $200 worth of peanuts, you out. You done. I hope you enjoyed every peanut, because you will never get another peanut out of me. Danielle is going to go ahead and move to the Dominican Republic because they are married. And she teaches her last yoga class. Her friends, like I said, do the run through of the list of craziness that it always is. You know, well, why are you moving over there? Why are you moving so quickly? Why do you have to leave New York? You have a life here. And they even go so far as to call him I think what she was saying was stanky panky. I had to look up stanky panky. And basically a stanky panky is a man who works at a resort looking to latch on to single tourists. I'm going to use that from now on. It don't even have to be a man working at a resort looking to latch on. I'm going to just call anybody who's not doing what they're supposed to do a stanky panky. Now, she mentioned several times how hard New York is, and she is willing, y'all, to even leave a $15,000 pension on the table. If she stays at her job one more year, she will get $15,000 more in her pension. But she is willing to leave that. New York is enough for her. She is ready to move to Colombia, does not care about the money. And I have to say, my favorite quote of the show came from her friend. And the quote was this: life is more than sundresses and walks on the beach. But I'm going to tell you, in real life, I really wish it was not more than that. I really wish that it was not more than sundresses and walks on the beach. Because there are times that I really would just like it to be that. Give me a thumbs up if you agree. Now we meet Rishi, who dubs himself Indian Jesus. Now I have to say, I'm a wait. He showed us his entire hair routine, showed us the products, showed us how he puts it in, tells us what kind of water he is washing his hair with, because he says that his hair is, his crown and glory. You have to have beautiful hair, right? Now, he went to school to be a lawyer. He is an educated man, but he is now a fitness instructor. He is also a model. So he gave up his law practice or his practicing law to be a fitness trainer and a model. He says his looks get him his clients. He doesn't have to say anything. They walk up to him and they go, ooh, like, how do I get a body like yours? Like, can you work me out? And he's like, I didn't have to say a word. I just stood there and was beautiful. And they come up and look at me. Now, the poses that he gave when they said, can you demonstrate some poses, was a little questionable. I don't know who he's modeling for. I mean, he's a good looking guy. He's cute. But I didn't get those poses, though. He also said that that's how he snagged Jen, right? She's a former trainer in Oklahoma. She is not the average woman, and we can see that. She's living on her family's farm, and that's how they met, right? She had a track record of dating the wrong men, though. She was not a good man chooser. So she met him in a hotel lobby in India. He showed her some modeling photos, and she said at first she was like, he's a douchebag. I don't really want to talk to him, right? And she said she's not sure why, but she likes him. Something happened, the spark happened, and now she likes him. And she knew that he was the one. And then a month later, they were engaged. Now, it seems to me that throughout this entire first episode, the running theme, as with a lot of these shows when they were shot, is that everyone is waiting for COVID to die down so they can move to be with their people. Now, remember, this is the other way, so they're not necessarily trying to get them to come back to the U.S., but they are willing to go there. Although we do find out later that one couple, which is Johan and Danielle, he is really looking forward to getting to New York, and she is really looking forward to telling him that she has no intention of going back. Now, he doesn't speak good English. I don't know if she speaks great Spanish. I didn't pay that close attention, unfortunately, but he don't know yet. Surprise, Johan, you keeping yourself right here. We ain't going back to New York. So then we meet Gabriel. We met Gabriel. He is in Margate Manor. He makes a product of shorts. The shorts already have the bulge in them. Now, at first, when I saw that he made these, I was not quite sure why this was a business. But when I found out that he was a trans man, it made sense to me that he would now make a short with the bulge. I think that maybe it started as something where he's like he did say in the show, a lot of people would put on shorts, put a sock, where that area is. And so from that, he came up with these shorts where you don't have to do that. You just put on the short, you have the bulge. And he has sold to men actually that are not trans men. They're just regular men who want to have a better look happening. He does say that initially he had not told the woman that he was dating about him being trans and was very scared to do so. Finally, he revealed himself in a text, and she texted him back and said, listen, it's okay. I see you as a man. I can't wait to see how their story unfolds. I think it's going to be a very interesting watch. Okay. So now we go to the other half of Chris, who is trying on lingerie. Now, remember, we're talking about Jamie and Chris. She is a proud lesbian woman from Venezuela. She's dated men and did not like intimate relations with them. She was wondering where her Prince Charming was, only to find out that her Prince Charming was her Princess Charming. Again, she has not come out to her parents because her parents say that it's not normal. You're not right. And so she knows that coming out to them is obviously going to be a very difficult thing. And let me just stop and say here, I have dealt with so many young people who have not yet come out to their families, or they are just discovering who they are, and so they're hiding inside of themselves. I've also dealt with some teenagers who are completely out to their families. They have changed their names. They no longer use a dead name. So there's all spectrums, but let's just be kind to each other, support each other how we know how, and I do hope that she's able to come out to her family soon and just be her best authentic self. She calls her friends on the internet, and she was on her way to go meet Chris. And of course, those friends, like everybody else, are very concerned about Chris coming to Colombia. So just like everyone is concerned about their person meeting their other half, these friends are concerned about her meeting Chris because one of them says, I was the one who heard you crying about her. I was there when she missed your birthday. So there's been some trouble between Chris and Jamie before now that has not made them feel like they can trust her coming over to the country and marrying their friend. Now, I have to say, if I've never met the person that you're talking to online, I'm still going to have reservations, but my reservations are obviously not going to be as big as if you've called me crying about this person and you've never met them face to face. She wasn't there for you during hard times. You haven't met them face to face. So if she's doing this across the water and on a computer, what will she do when she's in the country? Is she just going to run off and leave you there? Is she going to go hang out someplace else when you need her? I'm still a little sketchy on that because I do see in some of the previews coming up that some things go down. Some things go down with them. Also during the time that Jamie's her grandmother died, Chris was not there. And the only excuse that she had was that she was having a lot of problems. y'all. I don't know. We gonna see what's gonna turn out with this group. Those are the only couples that I wanted to cover in this video. Of course, I'm going to keep watching every week. I affectionately always call this show, no matter what franchise it is or what offshoot of the franchise it is, 90 Cray Fiance, just because, I feel so. I feel a way. I think you have to be a very special person to meet someone online, date them online, and then be willing to move halfway around the world to be with that person after knowing them such short times. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save what I really feel about doing this. Outside of the fact that I feel like it's can always be risky and it definitely takes a special person. I definitely have my feelings about what I think this show was trying to do as opposed to what I think this show could be doing. I'll just leave it at that. All right, y'all. So we're going to be in it 90 Day the Other Way every week. Join me here. Share with your friends. Sharing is caring. And as I always say, if there's something you want to do, go ahead and do it. Don't let anybody stop you. There's enough room for everyone. Glad to be back. I'll see you this week coming up because 90 Day Fiance will return this Sunday. So I will see you all on Monday. All right. Peace, love, and hair grease. We out.